Okay, so today we're going to complete the process builder. What are all the actions that we can perform using the process builder? Let's see. So yesterday we have started one process builder and we have not activated it. Still it is inactive and we don't have option to activate it because we have not completed it fully. So let's complete it. Active resource. When the the status in a resource is active and what we're going to there. So I want to do a email alert. So welcome email to resource. Email alert. We don't have anyone, so create a new one. Create new email template. Sorry, email alert. Welcome email to resource. Email alert. Unique object is resource email template. We don't have one. Okay. We'll create one. Email templates. So there we have one welcome email. I think this is not based on a resource. This is based on a project. I'll just clone it. Welcome email. See resource template. SF tech. Okay, this is welcome email to source. Say I'm going to change the merge fields. Resource fields. It should have a name. So what we can do here is, okay, we don't have an option to take the parent fields. Source name we have here. Resource name. Come to project ID, project. So I can create a formula field and I can use it here. I cannot use a parent fields. Subject I want to use the template. Um, edit text version. We have to check this box available to use. Then only those are available. This one, welcome email resource template HTML. And then to whom I want to send, I want to send to this user. Okay, do save. So I have an email alert ready. So order this name, welcome email alert. So I think it need a refresh actually. Okay. So welcome email ID to a resource, email alert. I'm doing a save. So I want to send this email and the resource is active and resource is inactive. I want to send an email alert. That is terminated email to resource. I'm just creating one more email alert. So just creating a new one. For this, I'm just picking the existing project one. Terminator email for resource email alert. Okay, object is a resource. So email template. I'm just using this one. Terminated email. Just using the same set. So when you have email alerts, it's always preferable to send it to the owner or any of the email fields. It is usually like that, but we don't have much users and just I'm sending it to myself. Terminated email. Terminated email for a resource. To save. Along with this inactive resource, I want to do one field update. Update records. First we'll see here. When you're trying to update, it will ask you going to update the same record or you want to save the related records. So here select a related record related to this one or this one. So I have to do update on the same record. I'm just choosing this one. So what I have here, the status only change, right? Subscription fee, contract resource name. Subscription is I'm just doing a subscription fee as 0. Sorry, this is Mm, action you may have to give, okay. Make subscription fee 0. Mm. So what I'm trying to do was whenever resource is inactive, I'm just making subscription fee as a 0. So if you observe here, before you do so we have a criteria here. Again, even though it met the criteria, again you can do a check to do the perform the action. So when it is useful is when you have a criteria on this record and you have to perform the update on a child records when they are meeting the criteria. Okay, so for now I'm not using any criteria. I'm just updating. We'll do one more process builder and there we'll use this one. Okay, fine. And this is one diamond subscription or platinum. What is our thought process yesterday? Yeah, I want to give some discount. The discount field I want to update. So same update record and give discount for diamond and platinum. Okay, I want to update the same record, just choosing the same. And what, so I don't have any criteria. So what fields I want to update? I want to update a discount field. So do we have any discount field here? No, right? So I want to create one discount field. So maybe it is a formula before resource. You have a discount. So I have a discount, which are formulas. So I want to give a number field called extra discount. Extra discount and extra discount as I want to do a formula here. So that is field is subscription fee multiplied by 0.1512. So I want to give a 12% discount on the subscription fee. Okay, I'm done. Okay. So any questions so far here? Or just trying to see how it is going to work? So if quick observation, when I enable this one, recursive allow a process to evaluate record multiple times in a single save record, and I do this, then you will see um, where it is. Mm, 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 mm. properties, template versus template. Installed from a managed package, subscribers can open the template and cross builder and clone the. Hmm. Hmm. Just trying to find. We usually have this here. Only specific criteria has met the option. I don't see it now. Maybe it is with the older versions. That is quite interesting. Okay, only when created the record. Okay. Sure. Okay. Um, Fine. Here, so we have a only when record is created, only when record is created or edited. So when you have created, there is no issue. Only when the record is created, then only it will fire. But when you have chosen two options, when the record is created or edited, so it can be edited any number of times, right? But what are the criteria you have? It might be already met and you are just updating the other fields. So you should not repeat the values, like what are the options, the third evaluation criteria we have in a workflow, which will be similar, we should have in a process builder to avoid a multiple times hitting the same action. So this one, based on your, when you want to fire multiple times in a single transaction, so it's kind of similar to the recursive or like a reevaluate workflows after doing action. So it will be applied for all this one. So at one place. And when you're going to a criteria, so you see option here. So if you check this box, it will apply only specific changes happen to the record. So do you want to execute the actions only when specified changes are made to the record? Okay. This time I'm keeping two things. Active, I want to check this box. And for inactive, I don't want to check this box and I want to show you the difference. Okay. And this one also, I'm just doing, I check this box. Okay. So any questions so far we have? So are we able to see what all we have in Salesforce? Sorry, what all we have in a workflow? Most of them we have, except the outbound email message. And there's one more difference. I want to show that as well. So just want to make sure. So evaluation, sorry, evaluation criteria. We have only two here when record is created and when record is created or edited, but it's not mentioned whether it's every time or specific changes are happened. That will be decided on each criteria. So if you want to only match this criteria every time or only specific changes happen by checking this box, and only when you check this box, uh, then only you can set a schedule. Okay, so here I gave a next here. If I want to stop, then only you will see the set schedule. So if you want to do a set schedule, it doesn't mean it's going to stop here. So what happens was when you having some schedule thing you configured, what will happen was it will anyway go to the bottom also. So set schedule is a kind of a um, it's going to be a separate thread. It's not, it will not be, it will not be on the same one. Just it will start a new thread and continue with the schedule, and the same process will continue here. The what I prefer was when you have a schedule things, you can have a separate process builders, but When you have other actions, you can have all together as a one process builder. Okay. So don't see that you are not finding something, but just it's a key observation. When you have a time-based actions, you don't have an option to go to the next one. So I don't have one, so that's why like so let me put this way. So I'm just doing a stop here, and I want to do some schedule one. Mm, here the date from now I want to pick from now. From 2 days. 2 days from now when the resource is activated. So I have time-based actions set. I want to do a schedule. Sorry, not this one. I want to do an action. That is an email alert. Saying reminder email, reminder email to pay subscription fee. Okay, email alert. Okay, first I have to create the mail. New email template. Reminder email alert subscription fee, email alert unique name object resource. I want to create a new one. So templates project email alerts. I want to give a text email. Email template. Reminder email subscription fee and description. Subject and resource field, name field. Hi, please pay your subscription fee on time. So we don't have any time frame. I'm just doing it. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, we can see.
Subscription fee on time. Not. Please ignore already. Wait. So I not check this is for available. Reminder email subscription fee. Okay. Reminder subscription. So I selected this. Sure. See, you don't have option to select the next one. So what is the best way is what you can do in this so only one scheduled action, then it is always preferred. So just you can move to this to a last. Just move it to the yeah, I think it moved. So you selected the next value criteria. Okay. So this way you can have at least a one. So if you have any other time base, then you can just create as a new one. You have multiple to do. Okay, I'm just trying to activate it and see how it is working. Confirm. And I want to see one more version. So how I can edit. See, everything got disabled. So I don't have option to do anything. I'm not allowed to do. So how I can make changes? I have to clone it as a new version. See a version of the current process. Save. And what I want to do was I want to keep this as a first one. This cannot be possible. I'm going to be a bug for you. Yep. So first active, inactive, and this one. First one, you don't have option to select the next one, so it will stop. This one, and we have this one. Okay, I'm just trying to activate this one, not the before one. So let's see how it works. So how you can switch between the other version. So you can go to the view all processes, and here you will be able to see all the versions here, which is active. Also, you can see if you want to activate this one, you have to go to this version, and you can do a activate button here. So automatically the other one will get deactivated. Okay. Let's get see and what will happen on the resources. Sorry, I was talking on mute. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have sent an email alert when it is activate. It happened, and what it has to do after 2 days, it has to send me the reminder, right? So you're not sure, but you have to wait for 2 days whether it's working or not. So how can I guarantee that it will send an email after 2 days? How I can check? So you can check the time-based actions, or what are the queued actions, what are all queued. You can see in a time-based workflow. It is not only for workflow. Um, it will work for all the workflow, flow, and processing. Everything, for everything it will work. So equals, what is your process builder or process builder name? Your process builder name is which is active. This one. Your properties. The API name is this one. What that's what it's saying. Let us see in the queue search. So we have one queued action. So there are so here we have very less records and test data. So we have only one record. When you're looking at your actual production, or your when you're having years or months of many users, then you have a big list. Then you want to check for one record, it is queued or not. How you can check first? You can only check with the record name itself. So instead of doing with the workflow name, so first we'll observe what are here. When it is scheduled date and when it's created by uncreated date. So when it's created, just 3 minutes before it's created, 11/18/832. This record, I mean not this resource record. When this queue was happened, so it was happened only 3 minutes before, and when it has been scheduled for, it has been scheduled for after 2 days at the same time. Okay, so it's going to fire this one. So it is by which flow? This is whether this is a flow. We don't understand the why, because the name and API names are different for this workflow, right? If you don't know, just click on here and open new tab, and you will be navigated to the whatever the process builder it is. You will be navigated to that flow name. Okay, so here you will understand what needs to be checked. Okay, are we good here? Now, if you want to check with the record name, so you have multiple records, or hundreds or thousands of records, you are not able to identify. What you can do, you can again add one more filter saying record name equals, what are the record name? Sorry, record name. What happened? Yeah, it's going to be record name, and do a search again. Then it will be get filtered with the same records. Again, you can do a thing sort and all. But I'm not sure. If you want to delete this job, you can delete manually, so that it will be not fired so and so date. Okay. Any questions over here? How to check the already queued actions? We're good. Now, if I do a inactive, now what will happen to the queued based actions? And so we have activated the, it is not going to the next evaluation criteria, right? But my assumption is, even though it is not moved to next, it will go to the next step. But let's verify that. So when it is inactivated, when the status moved to a inactive, let's see what happens. It has to send what it is. Um, For gold partnership, you need at least 500 employees. For silver, need 100. Okay, where are the number of employees? Okay, this is happening on a parent record. Okay, so so you remember what is this error was? So what will happen was when you have a roll-up summary, not only the validations on childs will fire, the validations on parents also fire. Why? Because when you make it as active, we have a roll-up summary to calculate the active resources of your project. So I'm just doing a cancel and I'm opening the project one. And here you have one error. So don't, you have to check the parent records as well when you have a, master detail relationship. Okay. So just did 500 here. Now when I'm trying to do a inactive here, status inactive and do a save. Okay, it got saved. I want to check whether I have received an email or not. Okay, so I had received inactive emails. So I received it twice, maybe because one is at the project level and one is at this one. That's why I got two emails. And now we want to see what happened to this queue. So we have some queued actions, right? Where it is. Here. I'm doing to search again. We don't see action anymore. Why? Because no more it is meeting the criteria. Okay, so it is no longer active. It become inactive. It doesn't make sense when you send a reminder after 2 days asking to pay fee. Why? Because they are no longer active. Okay, when the criteria is no longer met, it will automatically remove the record from the queue, the time-based actions. Okay, now, so you understand, right? So even though that if you're not selected, evaluate the next criteria or time-based action, you can still use. You don't feel that it will going to stop here. It will again continue to the next criteria, even though if we just stop here, because it's schedule and stop, but when you have schedule, it will perform the next criteria. Okay, so when we have a platinum, sorry, diamond and platinum subscription.